do you see, Sunan? These fools dared stand in her path. The guards here are vigilant. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. No other bodies on this warpath. He was the last to die. Show me. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Asa caught up to Calda. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Called us to. And most importantly, this... Asa caught up to Calda. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the... Asa caught up to Calda. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Called... Most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. Looks like These two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I've always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilt. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. Aid me. Be my eyes. This area is off limits.
Hey! What's going on?
No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
Set it!
There was a cart here, and track marks leading to it. The dead stack up. For these Muspels, Ragnarok came early. Asa's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? Or similar were used to restrain someone. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the cellar car. For Baldur's sake. They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure Ace's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. Pray. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine. Or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Whoa! Frail! What happened, oh, father? Too much contentious Asgardian air.
Why is Surtur collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Cast about this land, my friend. Which of these dwarves can help me find a suitable Jotun? Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself. I should return to the shelter. Perhaps the dwarves there can aid me in finding a Jotun worthy of the Salakar.
Yes! They may track.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me. And I'll compose you a saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutinga. Malviga.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malviga care about you two?
Premier and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Sutinga's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled, tripping and breaking his neck.
Sutinga wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Sutinga is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Sutinga didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malviga to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malviga's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. At our old house, north of here, sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance,
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malviga.
It's a deal.
They fry us with fire.
No one wants to hear us,
what
Agnes.
fires these hands have endured.
We're giants,
And Asa. Oh,
Keep
that
it
little
down.
tart.
You know
What
we
with
can't
her
see
crimson locks and her...
No.
Why not?
You will bear the brunt of her fury. She will
Emma,
be...
well, I'm getting tired of all this pretension.
She will bear the brunt of her fury. She will regret having ever followed her father.
Go, Sunan. gathered enough of these fragments. I wonder what a decent blacksmith can do with them.
Not be seen in this area.
Done for now.
Go, my eyes. This is the place. Lom. Or whatever they're called. I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
They sent a fast raven telling us you'd be here. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigar is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigar is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Look me in the eye and meet your fate as a warrior should.
Please. Just make it quick.
dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. She and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. The Salaka rejects Malviga. Then it is a folk will find Malviga at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. If the Salaka rejects Malviga, then it is a false tool, and Sutter pins his hopes on a worthless toy. Show me what lies ahead. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. What see you, old friend? There is the dam. There is the dam. But this tempest, it is unnatural. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanya. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. What trickery is this? I need your eyes, my friend. Traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor. You have come to steal my Hugr. And I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You, the one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat, will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So... Come! Inflict a fate worse than death on you! Or die trying! Cut your head! I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use. You came here to do. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No, you do not. Molvigar was right. I must find out more about the Elgato. Perhaps Hirakin. But I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. Maybe Valdi. Maybe he still lives in one of the other shelters. I must seek him out. Sunan.
Serve under glove as well?
Loki and I, we brought Balder here once, to Uldo, when he was just a boy. Now both are captives. Loki deservingly by my hand. Balder by Surtur's. Survey the area, Sunan. Gold in the streets. The house of Seek should be closed. Stretch your wings, Sunan. Gold in the streets. The house of Seek should be close. This is where Gunborg told me to look. So much gold strewn about, worthless. What do you see? What happened here? Someone was beaten, tortured perhaps, then dragged along the ground here. Fleethover rights of holding cells within Uldar. Therefore, wolves who disobey may yet live. Like this Tira, he mentions. Jewelry for every occasion. This building surely played host to important moments in the lives of many. And look at it now. The artisans who once worked here. Their life's work. How trivial these trinkets must seem now, given all that has happened. Sons of Ivaldi tried to warn Friðjofr of increased Muspel activity in Uldar. I wonder, did he get to see this message? This place was used to exchange messages, but Friðjofr was careless. The Muspels found out, ambushed him, and took him from here to the holding cells. Then I need to get into the smelting foundry. Sunan, guide me. These relics Suter seeks. I will seize them for myself and use them to barter for Baldur's life, or to end Suter's.
Everywhere in Uldar feels cold, except the foundry. The dwarves struggle with the foundry's heat. Take on it.
Be on your way, please.
Here, I can feel the smelting foundry's heat. I see why the Muspels keep prisoners here. Roast the hope out of them. Poor bastards.
We don't want any trouble.
Go away! We've enough misery here!
I pity the dwarves here. If this is their future, then for them the Ragnarok cannot come soon enough. I, however, forge my own destiny. That dwarf will want this gemstone.
Shut your mouth, Flash! Or do you want to bake in the cell?
Are you Friðjofr?
I don't know any Friðjofr.
I'm looking for Friðjofr.
They took him below. We are saved. Thank you. Do you have water?
No. Now which of you is Friðjofr?
Friðjofr? No, I am...
Then I do not care. Friðjofr!
I don't know him. Don't kill me, please.
Friðjofr! Hey! Hey!
Friðjofr!
I think I called you.
Vinabode! Derema!
Friðjofr! Is that you?
Friðjofr! Vin guble mave! Gad mi mas! I dangos dich here! Hey!
No, you cannot be Fridtjof. But you know of him. Then... are you Tira?
Tira? Yeah. Dere! Gad mi mas an a mindach iddo fe! Dere! Fridtjof!
Do you even know where he is?
Fridtjof! Yeah! Fridtjof! Dere!
Wait. Do you understand me?
Wi'n deall lewn ni marw os yr osen ni ma.
Just stay behind me and keep quiet.
Yeah! Fridtjof!
Shh! Hold your tongue.
Oh, shh! Yeah! Tria! Wel bydd digwydda.
Exit quietly. Stay close. Lord of Asgard hides from no one. You. Now, to find Fridtjof. Which way?
Yeah. Fridtjof. Hey!
Where do you lead me? Tira! Tira. A good name. Like Tyr of Asgard.
Be ti sôn am?
Never mind. We should hurry. Where now to Fridtjof?
Dere! Fridtjof!
I swear, if you lead me astray, there will be trouble.
Frankly, I'm surprised you could even see this mighty galleon from up there.
Ac roes syni bod gennych chi ddigon o ddeallusrwydd I wisgo chi. Ac eto, dyma ni.
In any case, I don't suppose we can simply sail all the way to Fridtjof.
Na. Ymddiried yno. Dwi eisiau cael gwared y tŷ gynta ac y gellwydd.
Then, the saga of Harvey and Tira begins. Don't say anything too noteworthy. That's a good lass. Let us find this relic.
Rydyn ni'n arbed Fridtjof!
Yes, him too. Lead on. Come. You must not delay further. Take me to Friðjófa.
Friðjófa, yeah! Dere! Dere!
The language you speak. You're not from here, are you?
Oh, chi'n clever. Beth roedd fe I ffwrdd?
Well, you picked a hell of a time to visit Svartalfheim, that's for sure. Where do you lead me, Tira?
Ble rwyf yn eich arwain? Ydych chi wedi bod yn talu unrhyw sylw? Friðjófer! Rydyn ni'n mynd I achub Friðjófer!
That isn't... Very well. The sons of Ivaldi were active here, but no longer, I suppose.
Baca nhw gyd. Nwedig Ivaldi.
No, they were not of much use to you. Or Friðjófa. Or Ivaldi, for that matter. Let's go. Truly, I regret letting Svartalfheim fall to Sutra. And I've been more vigilant. Perhaps Balder would have never fallen into his clutches.
Balder? Fe yw'r unig ateb da, yn dyw e?
My son, as kind as he is naive. Let us hurry. Which way is it?
Shit. Pa ffordd ma fe?
Tira!
Wy'n trio! Sa'n wir yn...
Must be a clue here.